Can't see me. Oh. Okay, I want some kind of living creatures. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm not able to set this up beforehand, So give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I do apologize, but I don't want to be in the shadow. Hold on. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Orchids for Dummies. Okay, a place where you can get your life, a place that's going to motivate you, a place where we talk about more. Okay, we talk about more than orchids. You like my new setup, darling? Do you like it? Are you here for it? Can you live for it? Okay. So that's what I've been working on. I wanted to start this video off with a small update, okay, because it has been quite a while since I've really been, prominent on YouTube. So I do apologize for that, okay, I really do. I don't have any excuses. It was my wedding anniversary, and if you guys are really a Fab Pal and you watched that Rick L video, I made it very clear that I'm all about family first, and when I have time, okay, I will expand on my form of art, which is my hobby in growing orchids, okay? So welcome. I promise you guys that I have not been stagnant, okay? Now on YouTube, I might not have been very present, but in my Facebook group called Fab Pal, baby, we have done live classes. Okay, we're celebrating Fab Pal Crystal's birthday. Happy birthday, Crystal. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. So just starting off on some good news. Fab Pal Crystal, I love you so much. I thank you for being a Fab Pal for 2 years now. I thank you for being on this journey with me. And speaking of journeys, my sister, another Fab Pal in my group on Facebook, okay, where it's each one teach one, Fab Pal Danny's Orchid Journey, honey. She is a new channel, and mama is already ranking with the big dogs, okay? So if you on YouTube and you're searching orchids, you're going to see Miss Orchid Girl. You're going to see Michael's Orchids. You're going to see Orchids for Dummies. And then you're going to see Fab Pal Danielle with Danny's Orchid Journey. So, girl, I just love you. Congratulations. All of my new friends and Fab Pals on Facebook, congratulations on all of your new orchids. A lot of us have been racking up at Lowe's. I'm sorry, I've been busy doing that as well, which is what this video is going to lead to. But I just wanted to let you guys know good things are still happening. So congratulations to all of my new growers. A lot of us celebrating anniversaries along with me. Happy anniversary to you guys. Okay, happy anniversary. Especially if you're making it through coronavirus, you're in a real good relationship. Okay, you're in a real relationship. Okay. So with that being said, I just welcome all you guys to Orchids for Dummies. This is what I like to call Monday motivation. I've been doing it for 2 years now. I have a lot of motivational videos that I will, compose in a playlist so you guys can see. So welcome. Now, this is election year 2020. The presidential candidates in United States is going to be President Trump and Vice President Joe Biden. And we're not going to talk about the the vice presidents because, I don't want to be negative, but, they don't really do nothing. I don't know what they do. But anyway, so with that being said, this is also a channel that recognizes that a lot of us growing orchids are dealing with, okay, coping with, living with some type of mental, mental, not a disability, but let's just say we're a little different. Okay, we're a little bit more sensitive, okay, emotionally. And so sometimes, going through stressful situations, especially going through coronavirus, going through all of the protests, all of the police brutality, election year, hurricanes here and there, girl, forest fires, unprecedented in California. I mean, girl, girl. So you're at the right place at the right time because I want to help you grow your orchids as well as entertain you a little bit and uplift you, give you some of the positive things that are happening here in our community. Now, because the YouTube community was already set and already in place, and I'm just getting in where I fit in. In my group on Facebook, we do fun things such as karaoke. So not only are we doing live classes, but girl, we have karaoke night when we take a cocktail and we just let our hair down and we have a good time. So even if you are being quarantined and you're not going anywhere, it's a lot of stuff in the group Fab Pals that we have been doing. Okay. So with that being said, I always wanted to, say I start my Monday motivation with an orchid. And can you see this beautiful darling right here? Mm. That's a beautiful phalaenopsis that I purchased from Walmart. So Walmart, thank you. It's been so long since I've seen, a really pretty phalaenopsis orchid that I would purchase from Walmart. Now it's also going to be one of those just add ice orchids where it's not in the best situation. So that's going to be another orchid for me to practice on because I love those blooms. I love those blooms and I gotta have them. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that phalaenopsis orchid survives winter. Okay. Now, like I said, tomorrow, let's say 12 o'clock noon, I'm going to have a live class in my group, Phal Pal, Phalpal. Okay. And we will be talking about, rescue phalaenopsis orchids and, sick orchids during the winter season. We're here to walk you all the way through it. Now, what is helping me and what I hope would help you deal with the stress and the anxiety in the election year 2020 is, taking a step back. Okay. Don't become obsessive. Stay alert, stay informed, okay? And let your heart lead you. Let your heart guide you. When you go and vote, okay, use your heart to make your decision. And for all of my millennials, that is very intelligent, very outspoken, you might feel, well, why do I have to vote when at the end of the day, it's going to be the electoral college that determines who the next president would be. Well, Fab Pals, that's what I want to tell you. Don't become obsessive with worrying about the things that you cannot personally change. Just do your part, okay? Do your part. Your part is to vote. Do your part. Your part is also to love. You will also have a lot of people in these times that is grieving, okay? Grieving over loved ones. You have people celebrating marriages. You have people that are widowed, that are, going through anniversaries with partners they no longer have. So you got a lot of hurting people in this season. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is just be open-hearted and try not to be so offensive, try not to be so defensive, and try not to be so vulgar. Okay, when I say vulgar, that means quick to speak your negativity. Let me give you a reference. Okay, on Facebook, you have a lot of people that is new to growing orchids, and they just want some advice. And what so have you, you would find in the comments, you would find people clashing over growing methods. Okay. And not that they would defend their growing method, but they would tear another person down, demoralize, and discredit the other person for not growing in the way that they grow. So that is one of the most amazing things about being an orchid hobbyist. Growing orchids is so much fun because the Phalaenopsis in particular is so many different ways to grow your Phalaenopsis orchids. The Phalaenopsis orchids have been known to do so many extraordinary, abnormal things. Okay, so when we are growing Phalaenopsis orchids, we want to understand that yes, your growing methods might be a little bit different than mine, but it's going to have the same outcome, which is it's not going to kill the plant. The same way with raising children, you can't tell the children that this parent, you know how kids do, well, Suzanne mama let her do this, and then you have to explain them, well, Suzanne mother is doing it that way, but here we're going to do it this way. And if it start to not work, then I will start to get advice from someone, that has made it work. I hope that makes sense. But what I'm trying to say is we are supposed to appreciate the diversity in growing orchids. We are supposed to be orchid enthusiasts, meaning that we always want to learn something new and exciting to help grow our orchids in a better way. I've only been growing 2 years, and before growing orchids, I did not have an aquarium. I did not have grow lights. I was not worried about humidity. I was not watching the seasons. I was not on a routine. So growing orchids, all of those things is what you should be looking forward to, growing orchids for the very first time. Now, like I said, a lot of grieving people, right? That's going through the holidays. I'm one included. So added that with the election year, you can have somebody that feels really tumultuous. So when you feel, shaking on the inside, what I want you to do is guard your heart and guard your mind. So if you know that this is becoming stressful, like the presidential debates, it's going to be a shit show. Excuse my language, but if you know it's going to be a shit show, do not watch with the expectation that you're going to walk away with, some new informed information to help you choose who you want to be the president. So what you should do is just block out all of those negative ads. Okay, those debates, do your own research, your own due diligence on who your heart chooses to be the next president. Okay, and everything will happen in God's will because the God that I serve is still in control. Okay, he's infinite in wisdom. Okay, he makes no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. So if you feel like you're going through something that is a little bit too much for you, take a step back and learn from it. Okay. This is my first time going through election year without medication. Usually around this time, unbeknownst to me, I would get very agitated. I would oversleep, overeat, become isolated. All of those negative things. Good morning, all of my dear Fab Pals. Good morning. I don't want to read the comments too much because, mama get distracted and I'm trying to keep this short. I'm bringing it to a close, doing the Monday motivation, and I'm going to just, speak a kind word over you. But so a lot of hurting people, right? So a lot of us are buying extra orchids. So when we do lose orchids, us suffering from losing an orchid, especially one of our beloved orchids, one of our first orchids, it will not affect us as much. Right now, I am overwhelmed with orchid work. I want to make videos for you guys, and I have made those videos for you guys. Keep in mind, on YouTube, my job is to educate new beginners, okay, and let you guys know who is suffering or dealing with depression, that you are at the right place at the right time. You're in such a positive community, and you're going to meet a lot of incredible people that will inspire you to be a better person. I have met incredible people such as I don't want to say it, but presumed to be late Rick Ill. Such an incredible man, such a humble spirit. So, I mean, so much, such a strong presence of love. And that's what I want to motivate you guys with this Monday. Something that Uncle Rick Ill taught me, which is just don't try to love, don't look for love, just be. Just be love. Okay, just be love. Love is what love does. So, you got a lot of hurting people, a lot of people in negative places. Don't let that conform you to their ways or to a negative place. If you're in a work environment and someone comes in with that negative, nasty attitude, you are supposed to be stronger than negative. Okay, positive is always going to outweigh the negative. And if you feel as if that's not your truth, use this time to evaluate yourself. Keep a journal. Keep a journal of not what goes on in the world, but what goes on in your mind, your thought process, your love life. And so you can read it, because sometimes when you hear it out loud, it sounds a lot. It sounds much more like reality. So, for instance, my neighbors that is in a three-way relationship. It's cute as long as it's behind closed doors. But as soon as it's brought to the light that you're in a relationship with two other people, then it seems embarrassing. So if you cannot live with your truth, then you need to change. Simple and put. I hope that you guys have a blessed and prosperous week. I hope that you be kind, that you be loved, and that you laugh and have a good time. Because, and one word of advice to my millennials, something that my grandma would have told me. It's election year. It's a lot of promises out on the table. A lot of you guys probably are looking forward to another $1,200 stimulus check. So I don't want you guys to go out thinking, well, I'm going to get a stimulus check, so I want to go and get these really special gifts for my family, for my children, for my loved ones, or even for yourself. I want you guys to keep in mind what kind of climate that we are in. We're in a very unstable climate. A lot of us are still suffering from past debts from earlier this year. So don't get the mindset that you have this money coming to you. Until you have it, you actually don't have it, okay? My grandmother would always tell me as a young adult, do not cash your let me say it how she would say it. Don't cash your chickens before it hatch. Meaning, don't count your chickens before they hatch. You have an egg, and just because you have that egg, you're assuming a chicken will be produced from that egg. You may have a business idea, and you might say, well, this is not the time to start that business because the climate is so uncertain. No, ma'am. Do not let this climate deter you from something that God placed in your heart and told you to do. If you have a vision, don't let anything distract you from that business. If anything, buckle down and do what you have to do to succeed. Understand that failure is not an option for you. So this is a time that we have all of these distractions. We're suffering from hurt and pain from loved ones. We are having relationship problems. We're lonely. Okay, some of us feel desperate at this time. So when you're in that situation, buckle down on one thing that you can do better than anybody else. And if you don't know what that is, keep those journals. Okay, take that time to love you, to learn you, because Like my mama said, my mama RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna get somebody else to love you? With that being said, can I get an amen up in here? I wish you all a blessed and prosperous weekend. I love you guys so much. Don't forget in my group, Fal Pal, tomorrow we're going to have a live class of me teaching you guys some basic things that you should know about your orchids. And it's also a group filled with incredible people, even incredible people here on YouTube, such as Fal Pal Heath with Trees Epiphyte, Fal Pal Tatiana with Mama Tati's Mama Tati. Help me out. Simply Orchids Fal Pal Rhea is not in our group, but she's definitely a friend to the show. Fal Pal Danielle from Danny's Orchid Journey. Fal Pal Randy, who does not really participate in the group, but baby, when you can back up why you've been busy, such as you're on the news, you're hosting events, you're traveling, honey, I'm just glad to be able to say that we know you. Okay, we got some type of way to connect with you. Fal Pal Anna, the Swedish hoarder, a heart for plants, Fal Pal Almina, a lot of incredible people. So I wish you all well. Until next time. Like this video. Amen, baby. Love you.